Namaskar, I am Dr. Amit Bharadwaj. I welcome you all for the weekly weather discussion for today, 19th of February. So in this, we will be discussing past 1 week weather as well as what will be the next 2 week forecast. So if we discuss past 1 week weather, so there were 3 consecutive western disturbance. One during 12th to 14th of February, the another one during 15th to 18th of February, and the last one is 17th to 18th of February, which moved across western Himalayan region during the week. And out of these western disturbance, only one western disturbance during 17th to 18th was active enough, which caused light to moderate rainfall over plains of northwest of India with hailstorm activity at isolated places over Rajasthan on 17th of February. So other than this, if we talk about the maximum temperature scenario, which were above normal by 4 to 6 degrees Celsius over many parts of northwest of India during 15th to 17th of February. And if we talk about overall temperature scenario, the lowest minimum temperature was 6 degrees Celsius has been recorded at Pantnagar in Uttarakhand on 15th of February, and the highest maximum temperature of 37.8 degrees Celsius has been reported over Karwar in Karnataka on 12th of February. And there was no significant fog spell during the week. However, isolated dense to very dense fog prevailed over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana, Assam, Meghalaya and Odisha. Also, isolated ground frost conditions were observed in the isolated pockets of Uttarakhand on 14th of February. So these are the past 1 week. And now if we talk about the country as a whole, the weekly cumulative all India percentage departure from the long period average was minus 19 degree, and the all India seasonal cumulative percentage departure during the year winter season was minus 5-6 degree Celsius. And the detail of the broad 4 geographical region of the India are provided in this table, which can be seen here. Now, if we talk about next 2 week forecast in terms of the rainfall, for the week 1, as you can see that heavy rainfall is likely over Andaman Nicobar Island on 19th and South Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Mahe on 21st and 22nd of February. So the rainfall is likely in some part of Arunachal Pradesh and some part of Uttarakhand, and isolated rainfall and snowfall is also likely over Himachal Pradesh on 23rd and Uttarakhand during 22 to 24th of February. There is also isolated light to rainfall with thunderstorm and lightning is likely over Gangetic West Bengal, Jharkhand on 24th and over Odisha 23rd to and 24th. So these were forecasts for the 1 week. Now, if we talk about the week 2 forecast, under the influence of some feeble western disturbance, which is likely, there will be a likely of light to moderate rainfall with snowfall at isolated places, isolated to scattered places over western Himalayan regions during some days of the week. Also, under the influence of westerly trough, there is a likely of light rainfall, snowfall at isolated places at also likely over Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh during some days of the week 2, and overall the rainfall is likely to be below normal over most part of the country during the week 2. Now, if we talk about minimum temperature scenario, so this has already been discussed for week 1, so I am just briefly describing to you. So there will be a gradual rise in the minimum temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius likely over northwest of India during next 7 days. And there will also gradual rise in the minimum temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius likely over East India and during next 3 days, and no significant change during subsequent 4 days. And there will be also gradual rise of minimum temperature likely by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius over Maharashtra during next 4 days, and gradual fall thereafter for the week 1. And there will be a gradual rise in the minimum temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius likely over Gujarat during next 2 days, and no significant change during subsequent 5 days, and no subsequent change in the minimum temperature likely over rest part of the country during week 1. Now, if we talk about the minimum temperature change, so minimum temperature are likely to rise gradually by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius over most part of the country, and minimum temperature are likely to be above normal by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius over most part of the country except East India, and where they are likely to be below normal by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. And now, if we talk about the maximum temperature, so maximum, there will be a tendency for week 1 gradual rise in the maximum temperature by 3 to 4 degrees Celsius over northwest of India during first week. And there will be a gradual rise in the maximum temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius over central part of India during next 3 days, and then it will be no large change. And there will be no significant change in the temperature over Maharashtra during next 24 hours. Then there will be a gradual rise by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius during next 3 days. No significant change in the maximum temperature over Gujarat state during next 24 hours, but then there will be a rise of gradual maximum temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius during subsequent 2 days and gradual fall by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius for next subsequent 4 days for week 1. Now, if we talk about the week 2 maximum temperature scenario, so maximum temperature scenario are likely to be rise by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius over most part of the country. The maximum temperature are likely to be above normal by 2 to 4 degrees Celsius over most part of the country, except central and adjoining peninsula of India, where they are likely to be below normal by 1 to 3 degrees Celsius. Now, if we talk about the cyclogenesis probability, as you can see, considering the various environmental feature and climatology and model guidance, it can be inferred that the existing low pressure area over equatorial Indian Ocean and adjoining southeast Bay of Bengal is likely to move west northwest and become less marked during next 24 hours, and there is also likelihood of formation of fresh low pressure area over east Bay of Bengal on 21st, and with west and northwestward movement towards Sri Lanka till 23rd of February. There is no probability of cyclogenesis over the entire northwest of India during week 2. That's all for today. You can actually follow us on Mosam, Damini and Meghdut app. Also, you can get the up-to-date information regarding our day-to-day weather as well as the weekly report on our from IMD website. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's all for today. Namaskar. Dhanyawad.